represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Let's go. Ready.
Right to the air is Daniels. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
To number 89.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ready up. Bronco 80. Cougar 19. Check go.
To the air goes Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they're on to something else. A first carry for Rashad White. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 61 yards. And the Buccaneers have struck first in this NFC title game. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Commanders 0. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got it. Ready? Set. 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Diaz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
18 cards, go!
Here's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Diaz. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ready?
2nd down and a yard.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Hup.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready?
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Come on, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Ready?
Krusky Merritt. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Go!
Now Daniels. He's got his man in stride, complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Cade York to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. Here's a toss right side with White. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Turn up. Turn up.
It looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Rush in. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On first down, it's Kretzky Merritt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniel. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
3rd down and 1.
Ready. Go.
They'll try to run for it. Kretzky Merritt. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
A 25-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Hey, read our key. Read our key. Let's go now. COVID-19.
And now they'll shift things around. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Soto. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete to Mitchell. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
On the ready. Cowboy slam. Go.
And Johnston sent in motion.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Johnston. It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Like the 18. 60 Eagle.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Soto. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
First and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Commanders 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hut.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. 70,
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that will be
credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick throw here to Johnston. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 49-yard line.
Back to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison. What's the bet? What's the bet? Got a bet. He's coming, double up. 60 Eagles, 6 Viking, 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass out left finds Johnston. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Shut up. Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hits it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Bucs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Commanders 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, shot.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
To number 89. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to
The
kick
Hallis
off.
Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
19,
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
But now an audible here into something else. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got room past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Check.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
From Commanders' territory now, it's 1st and 10
as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Go!
They run straight ahead here with White. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4.
Go! 70 Lions!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 18 Cardinals! 18 Cardinals!
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal.
And this throw will be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it in the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Johnston sent in motion. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
You got tight right there. Check out.
2nd and 1.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Shut up. Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Jacob Parrish.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Let's go. Cowboy.
To throw is Daniels.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
First down.
They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, what you got? What you got?
Now Daniels.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Come on, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Go.
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a
16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Cade York to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ready, set.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut, hut.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll find his man on the outside. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's White. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Soto.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll drop the throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Over the middle, complete. That's Dawson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Set. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Stay at home. Stay at home. 70.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Johnston. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this fourth quarter.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Ready?
Here's Daniels.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Diaz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Come on, set. Cougar night.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Ready up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Set it. 60 Eagles, 60. Ready.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
1 yard is the gain.
And Washington set up now 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fall as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And they take a knee. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.